Costa Rica has long been known as a fantastic holiday location, with wonderful scenery ranging from beaches to mountains to incredible rain and cloud forests, a varied temperature that is always at its finest, and more flora and wildlife than you can handle. Costa Rica, located between Nicaragua and Panama, offers unique travel experiences and stunning scenery, yet, what you don't know about Costa Rica may surprise you. In this video, we're about to take you to this amazingly beautiful country through 10 interesting facts that you probably haven't heard of. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. 10. It was a Spanish colony for 300 years. Costa Rica, like the majority of South American countries, was colonized by Spain. Costa Rica's early indigenous peoples were hunters and gatherers, and when the Spanish invaders arrived, the country was divided into two distinct cultural areas due to its geographical placement in the intermediate area, between Mesoamerican and Andean cultures, having influences from both. In 1502, Christopher Columbus anchored off the coast of Costa Rica at Isla Uvita. The indigenous people were defeated by his armies. In 1524, he included the land as a province of New Spain into the Captaincy General of Guatemala. Costa Rica remained a Spanish colony for the following 300 years. As a result, Spanish culture has had a significant influence on Costa Rican society. Costa Rica became a part of the independent Mexican Empire in 1821, following the Mexican War of Independence from 1810 to 1821. Costa Rica joined the Federal Republic of Central America in 1813 before declaring independence in 1821. Costa Rica formed a democratic government after 1869. 9. Costa Rica is home to many UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Area de Conservation Guanacaste, La Amistad Reserve, and National Park, and Cocos Island National Park are a few examples. Each site has its own climate zone, as well as flora and wildlife that are protected and treasured parts of Costa Rica's natural resources. Guanacaste's area de conservation is the most accessible, including many volcanoes, tropical dry forest, and major nesting grounds for sea turtles such as the olive ridley, leatherback, loggerhead, and green turtles. Because of its diverse biodiversity, including Central America's largest dry forest, this location is regarded as an important natural ecosystem. The Talamanca Range La Amistad Reserve and National Park begins in the country's center and runs south to Panama. It is difficult to reach due to a lack of well-maintained trails and the rocky terrain. This is Central America's largest and tallest non-volcanic range, with peaks rising more than 4,000 meters above sea level. Cocos Island National Park is the sole rainforest-covered tropical eastern Pacific island. It's around 550 kilometers off Costa Rica's coast. Many animal species on the island have adapted to endemic species found only on the island. Lizards, insects, birds, and freshwater fish are among the species. 8. Costa Rica has over 500,000 species of wildlife. Costa Rica is the world's most biodiverse country, with over 500,000 species of wildlife, many of which are designated as rare or endangered. With Trafalgar, you may see these species in their native habitats as we travel through national parks and volcanic areas. Costa Rica is home to over 50 different species of hummingbirds. 900 of the 500,000 species are birds. If birdwatching is one of your favorite pastimes, Costa Rica is a must-see vacation due to its diverse bird population. There are 184 distinct varieties in Manuel Antonio National Park. Toucans are one of Costa Rica's most recognizable creatures. Toucans can be found in tropical and subtropical woods across Central America. They can be found in Carrara National Park and Manuel Antonio National Park in Costa Rica. Scarlet macaws are found in Carrot and Corcovado National Parks. 7. San Jose, capital of Costa Rica. San Jose is Costa Rica's capital and largest city. When it was founded in 1736, it was known as Villa Nueva and was located in the vast, fertile Valley Central, 1,160 meters above sea level. During the Spanish colonial era, San Jose grew steadily as a tobacco center. The national capital was moved there from nearby Cartago in 1823. In the 1840s, the town became one of the most important hubs of coffee production, which remained the primary source of income for Costa Rica throughout the 19th century. Costa Rica's political, social, and economic center. San Jose, a transportation hub, is located at the intersection of express routes to the Atlantic and Pacific coastlines and is an important location on the Inter-American, Pan-American, Highway. The University of Costa Rica, 1940, is located in the city, and it is the oldest and most diverse of San Jose's 4 public universities. A 19th-century church and the National Theatre, patterned after the Paris Opera, are among the city's historic structures. 6. The people of Costa Rica. Costa Rica has the highest percentage of persons of Spanish heritage in Central America, with about 4/5 of the population being of European descent. With more than half of the country's population, the Valley Central is the most largely Spanish region in terms of both lifestyle and ancestry. Mestizos, those of mixed indigenous and European descent, make up the second largest group, accounting for over 1/5 of the country's population. People of African origin, who make up an even lower proportion of the total population, live primarily in Limon Province's Caribbean lowland. They were the descendants of workers brought from the West Indies, mostly Jamaica, in the 19th century to build the Atlantic Railroad and work on banana plantations. They were targets of prejudice for many years, and residence regulations restricted them to the Caribbean coast. 5. Costa Rican cuisine. Costa Rican cuisine is recognized for being moderate, with a heavy emphasis on fruits and vegetables. Rice and black beans are common ingredients in most traditional Costa Rican meals, which are frequently served 3 times a day. Gallo pinto, which is claimed by both Costa Rica and Nicaragua, is a regional variant of rice and beans that is commonly seasoned with bell peppers, cilantro, and onions. The name, which translates to spotted rooster, refers to the spots of beans that stand out against the white rice. However, it's also known as pinto beans. Olla de carne is eaten every weekend in many Costa Rican homes, usually for family gatherings due to the long cooking time and amount of veggies used, making it difficult to make in tiny servings. Short ribs and other offcuts of beef are cooked for 4 to 8 hours with a handful of vegetables such as yuca, potatoes, chayote, carrots, maize, or plantains. Ancient, sweetened drinks like pinalillo and tista, made from cornmeal or rice and cacao, can still be found in rural and indigenous sections of the country, as can agua de sapo, a refreshing mixture made from ginger, panela, and lime. Chichas are also low-proof cocktails prepared from fermented corn or fruits such as pujibay. 4. Costa Rica is a linguistically diverse country. Costa Rica was invaded by Spain in the 16th century, so Spanish is the official language, but there are several other major languages spoken throughout the country. English is spoken by approximately 10% of the adult population. This is largely owing to tourism, particularly from North America, which is one of the main industries here, as well as the sizable expat community. Costa Rica places a high importance on education and supports second language study. Therefore, an additional 0.7% speak French as a second language. There are additional 5 indigenous languages that are all part of the Chibcha language family and are still spoken today with the support of the government to safeguard them. Limonese Creole, also known as Mekatli or Partua, a Jamaican Creole dialect, is widely spoken throughout the Caribbean coast. Migrant workers from nearby Jamaica who worked on railways and banana plantations brought it to Costa Rica. In fact, the Caribbean coast is heavily influenced by Jamaica, with an interesting blend of dishes. Curried goat goes well with gallo pinto, and a slew of reggae bars. 3. Pura Vida isn't just a catchphrase, it's a lifestyle. You'll hear Pura Vida as a greeting or a farewell everywhere you go in Costa Rica. While the pure life may sound like a surf store slogan, it really describes how Ticos live their lives. You can't completely understand it until you've experienced it, but I'll do my best to explain. Pura Vida is an attitude as well as a sensation, It implies being pleasant and polite. It means slowing down, relaxing, and being grateful for what you have. The Costa Rican people have benefited much from this unofficial motto. They are routinely listed among the world's happiest people. Costa Rica has a 97% literacy rate and an extremely high life expectancy. They are the oldest and most stable democracy in Central America. 2. Costa Rica has no army. After winning the Costa Rican Civil War, President José Figueres Ferrer disbanded the Costa Rican military on December 1, 1948. Figueres destroyed a wall with a hammer in a ceremony in San José's Cuartel Bellavista, signaling the end of Costa Rica's military mentality. The elimination of the military was included in Costa Rica's constitution in 1949 as Article 12. The budget that was previously allotted to the military is now allotted to security, education, and culture. Costa Rica, on the other hand, has limited forces capable of enforcing the law but no permanent standing army. The Fuerza Pública, or Public Force, was founded in 1996 by the Ministry of Public Security as a gendarmerie that reorganized and dissolved the Civil Guard, Rural Assistance Guard, and Frontier Guards as separate institutions. They now report to the ministry and perform ground security, law enforcement, counter-narcotics, border patrol, and tourism security functions on a geographical command basis. 1. Costa Rica generates more than 99% of its electricity using renewable energy. Our last and one of the most intriguing facts about Costa Rica is that the majority of the country's energy is generated by 5 renewable sources: hydropower, wind, geothermal energy, biomass, and solar. Costa Rica has exploited its rivers, volcanoes, wind, and solar power to generate electricity due to its unique geography, forward-thinking ideas, and commitment to sustainability. It boasts an abundance of geothermal renewable energy sources, which account for a large portion of the energy required to keep the country running smoothly. Their hydroelectric plants may generate a lot of energy if there is enough rain. Costa Rica invested early in the power of renewable energy resources and made environmental sustainability a priority. Costa Rica has been running totally on renewable energy for several years, averaging roughly 300 days per year. Without a question, Costa Rica is paving the way for a future powered by renewable energy, and it may serve as a model for other countries to follow. Here we are at the end of our video. I hope you liked it and you learned something new about Costa Rica. Would you like to visit this beautiful country? Let me know in the comments. With that, folks, we thank you for staying until the end of the future. See you in our new video.